Welcome dito sa Buklod. Ito yung mga pinagkakabalaan ko mga sacred geometry kasi parang sa lahat ng pattern ng buhay, mga halaman, meron silang sacred geometry. So, yan, nainteresado ako sa connection. So, makikita nyo dito, ano ba nilagay ko dito? Pinaka latest dito, gintong tahanan. Kasi, ini-imagine ko pagka isang araw na nagginip ako, parang may structure, parang temple siya, di ba? So, parang nung nagising ako, sabi ko, oh, gawin ko nga. So, yan yun. Parang mini version. So, hopefully sa future, pag meron akong lupa, tsaka makakasama, makabuild kami ng parang tahanan na ganyan. Ito namang isang to, ano ba to? Golden bulol na merong pusok seeds from Tiboli yung mata niya. Ang idea naman nito parang yung mga bulol kasi parang matagal na sa Northern Ifugao, diba? Pero gusto ko yung idea ng golden, parang si Golden Tara, diba? Tapos yung mga bulol, pinag-mix ko sila. So, ayan lumabas. Kaligayahan. Kaligayahan mandala. So, maraming maraming ibig sabihin, explain ba? Kalabaw, self-portrait, Golden Tara. Yan parang galing din sa panaginip si Golden Tara. Nung nainteresado ako, nagre-research ako tungkol sa kanya. So, inspired of lahat ng mga na-uncover ko about Golden Tara. Yan yung parang dedicated piece ko para sa kanya. With the kulintang and the ginto seeds sa ilalim. Ayos.
The drum beats coming in the distance. Show the world what you got. Use what you're given. I know you got a voice. I wanna see your vision. Show the world what you got. Use what you're given.
A lot of it is solar pyrography, using the sun to make wood burning. And this is my latest piece. It's my self-portrait. Hinalian, where I came from, the source.
What do you use to burn it?
I use a crystal ball in glass.
So you use the sun?
The sun, yeah, pretty much the sun, harnessing the sun into the crystal glass, like a magnifying glass, and then focusing on a point, and it makes fire. With my coconuts, I do freestyle. Kung saan, I have like a grid, but then pretty much the design is freestyle patterns that just come out. Whatever energy the sun is giving me or whatever is around me. But all of these are sketches that I had, imagining different pieces of history or different stories, and then I sketch it out and then I start burning it.
So yung art ko, it's a lot of it yung mga drawings, all like older mga drawings. So a lot of these usually I actually started working for the art show yung mga hindi drawings. I kind of worked on it for the show specifically. But ito, it's like It's like mixed media. I'm really not a painter in the traditional sense. I'm more like visual artist. I think graphics yung tawag doon, graphic artist. So I influence a lot sa mga comics. So this is like very graphic with the outlines, and then I just kind of combine a lot of like techniques that I learned throughout the years, I guess. But this is like a big one I've made so far. Usually I make just like pages and pages. And so this one is tungkol sa, it's in Bisaya, which is my first language. It's kung kahibalo pa lang ko nga kanus ako mamatay, wala unta kumubiya sa yutang natawhan og sila nga nagpabilin didto, dili na unta manginahanglan og telepono para mutawag ka nako. So that's like, I have this elaborate like titles sa mga works just because I feel like it creates that the viewer creates the bridge in their minds to kind of like look at it and then kind of like try to interpret the title, and it's about me like not having to, if I knew when I was gonna die I wouldn't have left home, so it's about that, and they wouldn't need a telephone to call me. So yun yung ano. And then the other ones are older drawings too. To it's just all about like a lot of like commentary, mga social commentary about consumerism. Tsaka kasi like a lot of culture, like especially with the Filipino culture, it's like very very traditional and very conservative still, pero I think a lot of it is just opening up conversations between mga social relevance na nangyayari, and more people to be made aware of the realities na hindi nila, like that they're not living. Kasi it's like sometimes we tend to just focus on ourselves, and instead like in a bigger picture, like in the world, like there's a lot of issues that affect everybody regardless of like nationality, race, whatever. Like because I believe like art really in the most general sense has really no nationality, but people do. Tapos I think that creates like a platform to have conversation. So this one, tungkol sa mga lumad and how like everybody got ripped off from all the lands. Kasi yung mga tao, like I think that's actually a common story sa lahat, like everywhere in the world. So it's pretty much like about people who have been like originally living in the land, and then they get kicked out, usually by force or some form of seduction. Like I say, like a lot of people are uneducated, they don't really have titles, so they just like taken advantage by people with like power and money, and that's it. Like my bala, it's like signifies a lot of that. Tapos this one is a collaboration with my partner Sarita. It's actually mixed media too. Pero this is also a commentary about water, like the privatization of water, because I don't know, like a lot of like things have been happening in the previous years, and it's just a matter of like putting a spotlight on those things, and a lot of things is about like how water has been like tried to be like a lot of people have taken advantage of it because people don't understand like where the water comes from. So it's like we're like experiencing this scarcity na parang wala nang tubig, tapos and then the water is all polluted. So ang nangyayari, pina-privatize, so people have to pay for water, which is really weird because really water is the most basic essential need sa mga tao. So these are like 4, I think, the works. Oh, I think there's another one over there. That one's like Pilimon slips in a sea of whiteness. Ako yan sa mga tao, like a Filipino, where like sometimes they slip into the white void. Alam mo kasi influensya tayo, like colonized. We've been colonized.